again. Can't remember when the last time was it Sunday? Sunday was live. So, oh, come on baby, round you go, round you go. Yeah, Sunday, so I finished that job. I was on Sunday. Turn this down a bit, and I'll get kicked off. So, yeah, finished that job last night. I was just doing it a little bit every day. So on a different job in North Berwick now, which, yeah, a fair bit of growth. I didn't think it was as much as this because I just did it. I don't know. Oh. Someone's chucked something in the grass. Yeah, that's shooing away there. Never mind. Yeah, so I've done this one for a wee while for a client. Started it last year? Yeah, it was last year. And I got a message the other day, could I come and give the field a little top again? Of course I can. So, yeah, it's quite long actually. Get turned here and then I'll show you how long it actually is. So yeah, it's about, yeah, it's probably getting close to 4 feet in places. So it's a field called the Glebe in North Berwick. It's beside the manse, which used to be the, well, basically the minister's house for the St Andrew's Church. I'm sure it was Walter Ferrier. He was one of the last I knew of ministers being in this. Now this is a field that, oh, it's created a bit of controversy over the years. Some people want it left as a greenfield site, some people want to develop it, some people want to turn it into a garden. The natives are revolting, and so all I'm doing just now for the client is just keeping it tidy, and you want it to be carbon friendly, which to keep it carbon friendly you need to keep it green, which is a little known fact. So yeah, right in the middle of the town this, so it's no real hassle to get the tractor in here. You've just got to get past the plethora of members of the public that panic when they see a tractor with a 3 metre mower coming. But it's a case that they light it up, and if they still don't see all the lights, they'll now question their maybe question their ability to drive. But we won't worry about that, it's all good. The good few days of this week got contract work done, just using the side shift a bit here. I can't get underneath a lot of the branches, but when I come in and do the strimming where I can't reach with this, because I just tied the rest of it with strimmer. What I do is I just I'm going to take a set of loppers and just take off the wispy ones. I don't know if you can see, you can see the wee boy there in his mum's arms. There. Give him a wee tour of the horn. He's going, "Mummy, Mummy, what's that big noisy thing?" Yes, Stephen, don't worry about that. So, yeah, this is just the boring bit, get it opened up, or at least twice round so I can kind of see where I'm going. just getting round all the trees and whatnot. But this just shows the capability of the spearhead mower. This is it's an absolute monster of a mower. It can just about take anything. Now, I didn't unfortunately get here till now because it was tipping down the rain this morning, and well, I had the flexibility of not having to come in when it was chucking down the rain. Obviously everything always makes a better job when it's drier, so you see in the road it's not bad. Even the tractor tyres aren't that bad now, so the rain's kind of dried out very well, which is good. Just makes it so much easier, so much better. There's a steep area at the far side, which when I get to there, I will show you. I love it when the kids are sitting there. That's what I used to do when I was young. No, you only take the tractors. Let me see the tractors. Used to I suppose. So yeah, I'm just, you see right in the, I'm right in the centre of the town. When I go down to the bottom side, you'll see just what kind of a view I'm dealing with today. It's straight up to the 34th. You see the islands, the Peg Leaf Island, and the Fife. But being there this morning, it has cleared up quite well. So what's everybody up to today? I see Pauline's watching, George Scott's watching. Hello everybody. If you're watching, say hello, because I can't really see the screen until a message comes up. There's nothing really sits there. So this corner is quite, I think this corner gets less sun, so there's less growth here. Oh, there's been a dead animal there. Look, looks like a little rabbit. Bug's body's dead. Never mind. It wasn't me. Trust me, it's been there for a while. So, yeah, it's been an interesting couple of days, just getting on with the jobs. Never seems to be any less work coming out. Still get people phoning to do this, do that. Just fine, but it's just busy. Going to start getting ready for the Haddington show next week. I've got a stand at the Haddington show, so I'll be hopefully Friday, Saturday, get my event van along and see what that needs doing, and it'll be the first show really. Then it's just organising machinery, and then firstly get the stand area cut. George Scott's watching, he'll know what I mean. So yeah, so I'm almost once round here. It's about, I don't know, 1.5 acres-ish. Maybe not quite that, but it's an awkward shape. It's not just square, unfortunately. Just see all these grasses, they've just, it's perfect, they've just become viable seeds, and all the dry pollen's coming off them now. So that means that these seeds I'm cutting just now will be deposited back, and I'm doing my little bit for society. Now, for those of you can see, that is some view right across the first before to Fife. This is an awkward bit down the bottom here. There's one or two just in front of the tractor now. There's one or two old tree stumps I have to watch for, and then there are a couple of holes. So I think at one time the man's had some probably conifers or leylandii, I would say, going by memory, and I think they've obviously got too bad. The neighbours will have complained they're losing their light, so they've been taken out. That's been a long time ago, as you can see. Oh. And as you can see, I just found another one. These rot from time to time, so you find them at the last minute, so it wakes you up a little bit. But yeah, it's quite steep, this area. So we need the 4-wheel drive on. I normally run in automatic 4-wheel drive, but the problem you've got that is if you turn, it'll switch it off after about 20% steering. So for safety's sake, you just got it on permanent 4-wheel drive, just safer. No point in having any accidents. So what's everybody else up to now? See, Simon's watching. Hello Simon. Peter Curry's watching. Hello Peter. About to be about 3:30 in the morning where you are just now. So you're either working night shift or you're been up to it. Brian's watching. Hello Brian. They say if you're watching, say hello, that way I'll know, because these notifications disappear quite quickly. So yeah, I'll just put this back. So you can just stray through the trees, the lodge grounds. That's actually an old ancient garden that was gifted to the town. Yeah, just dodging away. So has everybody's recovered the cereals yet? I think everybody thought it was a big party, but I'll tell you what, there was some long hours involved in that. Long hours, 6:30 in the morning out at the stand, to get the stand ready for 8 o'clock, and then 6 o'clock at night takes another 2 hours to get the stand shut down. But it was good, it was good fun. Apart from the first was crap. So just gonna cut this corner out again. Yeah, I'm just using the GPS just to plot it, so that next time I can actually use a boundary. Oh, it sounds daft in such a small field, an acre-and-a-half field. However, when you're trying to be fuel efficient and time efficient with the customer, it's a handy tool to have. We'll go quite slow at this night because this is longer, but I didn't expect that rain this morning. It's supposed to be tomorrow. That's a bit inclement, as I say. Is that the first way saying it's going to tip down? Now, it might sound daft, but I'm going to go over this bit again because I was on a camber, but I'll cut this camber because some of the grass is mixed. Then I'll come back up the opposite way and push it into the machine. So what's new? What's the goss? Anything? None? Apart from somebody's gone and glued 2 pences into the slots of the parking meters. I don't know. It's going mad. And I'm looking at St Margaret's Road here, which has got meters. Normally you can't get a space, and there's hardly any spaces. There's hardly any spaces being used. So I'm just waiting for the messenger to start going, oh, you're on Facebook. Oh, yeah, I'm on Facebook. Well, on Sunday, the messenger lit up because I was on Facebook Live. Look at you. So as I say, I'm just opening this up, and then that way I can get a bit of a return. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the grass to be this high. I can't remember how long. I'm sure I've done it twice this year, so I'm sure I've done this at beginning of May. It just shows you how quickly the grass is growing, but it's good because I can cut it now and it'll take off quickly again, which means it'll do all its carbon capture crap that is just so important nowadays. But I suppose it is. Everybody thinks this is a new thing, but carbon capture in living plants has been going on for millions of years. But I suppose if these people want to make it look like it's their idea and nobody else knew anything about it, let them go on that. I don't care. 120 million more important things to worry about. It's quite funny when you're working here because you get people walking past and they look at you like you've got horns on your head. So you give them the wee bull horns on top of your head. So is that what you're looking at me for? And then they look away because they're like, oh God, another human being looked at me. Yeah, that's me as far in as I can go here for the branches. But I want to see if I can take some of these out so I can at the very least get in and use the little Kubota tractor to cut those areas instead of all strumming. It doesn't matter for cost, cost's just the same, but time wise, when you start getting really busy, you can try to be as efficient as you can, regardless of what equipment you're using. So, where are we? Right, back round once more, and then we're going to start getting up down straight lines. Oh! We're just about ready for the silly season when the holidaymakers all flocked to North Berwick in the Edinburgh and Glasgow trades. Mind you, that's where the town needs its income, so it doesn't affect me too much other than you get them driving at 20 mile an hour going along the road and they're going, ooh, ah, that's nice. And you're just trying to get to your work. So, I'm now gonna draw a straight line right down here. For the GPS. Because then, the next time I come, I can use exactly the same line which means I'm only compacting the same area all the time. Make sense? Well, it does not matter. Right. So, I'm just drawing this line, well, cutting. For 10 metres, save successful, then you press the oil sphere, and that's it. I can concentrate on the work without having to worry about it. There's a little bit missed there, but that's just because I've been straight. I haven't been straight in the bit there. I did the outside, but so it is quite steep here, but it's not too bad. It's a little bit more interested in a ride-on mower or a compact tractor because they tend to find the holes a little bit harshly. I'm just going to drive back up here and catch this bit because see a little sprig there right in the middle where I came in the field from the road. Just going to chop that up, make sure it stands mist. There's a cattle trough there, water trough, it's still there and it still works. Notice there's a worse bit in the winter. So we just do this little triangle. Good thing is I can record whether I'm on auto steer or not, and then it gives me an accurate coordinate area worked. Now, other than round some of the trees and underneath the trees where I can reach the front, so just about be ready to just go up and down for about half an hour or so. It's not a massive job, it's an expensive piece of kit to bring in. So what's everybody else think about the cameras? I see Karen, hi Karen. About the, what do you call them, the parking meters. I mean, it's not like I use the street much anyway, but I'm going to keep that pain in the arse for people, especially if you walk in the street. I think they could have improved the car parks first before they did it, which is fine because a long stay one, if you're only paying say £2 or £3 for a whole day to park in the long stay, nobody really minds that because you know that you're safe for the day. Mark Allen, alright mate, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Just keeping my head down mate, working away, nothing else for it. I haven't seen Tom in a wee while. I heard from Tom, he's gone all quiet. He's probably busy trying to keep your new contractor in line. Good luck with that one. But how's things at Dirleton Castle? Is it all keeping all tidy? You can actually see the sun's come right out now, so you can see right through to Fife now. It's about 11 miles as the crow flies to say Anstruther right across the water. But it's 76 miles by road because you've got to go down over the Forth Road Bridge on Queen's Ferry Crossing. I was talking to somebody at Cereals last week, and they say, oh yeah, we visited Scotland quite a few times. And I've been on about Fife. I says, what do you think of the new Forth Road Bridge? It's not the Forth Road Bridge, it's the Queen's Ferry Crossing. So fucking sorry. Jesus Christ. To be honest with you, that bridge is one of my bloody bugbears anyway, because it's the worst laid out road network that I've ever seen in my life. It made it worse rather than better. But that's just my opinion. How are you doing, Karen? How is this all affecting you with the parking meter fiasco? It can't be easy for everybody that works in the town. I just play the usual, use the street when I have to, how I have to. It's been a nightmare for years now, so I tend not to use it very much. It sounds terrible, but they've systematically destroyed the town centre. Even worse since the last draft of what they call improvements. There's Messenger going already, that'll be, oh I can see you on Facebook, oh. There we go. So yes, just finished planting flower beds, 2,500. Takes me back to the council days when we were doing all the beds here, Mark. I'm sure, somebody might correct me, but I'm sure it was something in the region of 40,000 plants or something we used to put in every year. I'm sure 10,000 of those was in the War Memorial alone. Then the lodge, and then all the other ones after that. But, that looks beautiful now, that's nice and straight, nice even job. That's what you want. A lot of people say, why you're doing that wrong, because you're cutting the grass. There's a grass meadow, there is some buttercup in it. The only reason there's buttercup there is because it's wet ground, and to be fair, they only grow where they can keep their feet wet, so there's very little. There's very little in the way of flowers in here. It's more a grass meadow, but they want to keep it healthy, so this is the best maintenance programme for it. See, I don't think a lot of people could argue, but I don't think the view gets much better than that for the office, especially just coming to that brow of this little hill here. It's what you'd call the old town in North Berwick. Some of these buildings could be 200 years old, if not over. Trying to avoid that. Oops. Easier said than done. I was just trying to avoid that new hole that's opened up. It'll just be another tree stump that's collapsed into the ground and it's been rotten away. It is quite awkward here, but once you get it lined up and away, it's not too bad. So there's a bit of there is a bit of studding around the edges. You just can't get the big machine in, but it takes about, I don't know, 2/4 of an hour. Doing a great job. Raw machine. Watching Sunday after live stream. Oh aye, it's a pain in the backside all of you posts, but if I was cutting the whole field, Mark, what I normally do is I go in with the Ferrari and then cut around all the posts and things like that, so that when you're going with a big tractor you're not having to do quite so much stopping and starting and whatnot. But they only wanted the circuits done this year, which, to be perfectly honest, it actually took longer. It's going to cost longer because I was there longer, but it's what they tried. They just wanted to try something different because it's a shared field with a sheep farmer. So they have to kind of bear in mind they've got to keep some grass for the givers. So there's about, I noticed yesterday, Monday when I was there, the farmer's going to let the sheep back in again. It must be maybe 100. But we've left loads and loads and loads and loads of grass now for them because we haven't cut the whole field. So they would normally be going, what's that, 5 kilometres now, 5.5 kilometres. I would normally be going about 6.5, maybe 7, but because this is long, it's just better to let it chop a bit more and spreads the seeds around better. It's a price job, so it doesn't really matter if I go slow. It's better to make a good job than try and rush it. Now, should be able to straddle this hole this time. That is a bit of pain. Oh no! Damn it! I'm just looking. I don't know if I can zoom in on this actually. I can zoom in on it. Only just though. Where are we? There. There's a parking meter, and they've had to hack out the corner of the shrubs to get the parking meter in there. Can you put it anywhere else? No, let's hack out the shrubs. Just makes you laugh sometimes. It really does. Must have spent tens of thousands of pounds on something that they say is going to bring in a few thousand a year because they only get a share of the profits from the operating company. They started their, I just noticed that they started the scaremongering again, trying to scare people by saying, you know, you're going to destroy the town on your own, it's all going to be your own faults. If you keep moaning about it on social media, people have got their own right to say what they want. They're never gonna completely shut everyone up. Yeah, that's a good one. Tunes. Name that tune. See if anybody knows it. Try to get this zoom back out again. It ain't doing it. I don't know why. Now I've lost the comments. Try. That's not grumpy guy walking past there. Why people often say grumpy. It's walking about with a starfish, I suppose that comes with the territory. Let's see if I can. Ah, here we go. I looked it up because I tried to zoom in on that parking here. I did hear a rumour that he was a shopkeeper's husband that's damaging these parking meters. Well, that's true or no, I don't know. not going to start mentioning any names because it might be wrong. I can get their frustration, but for those of you who can remember North Berwick in the past, I can remember it. The Imperial Car Park, the Lodge Car Park, was it Rugby Club? No, West Bay Road and Marine Parade. They were all parking meters. It was 50 pence to park there for, I don't know, a day probably. So everybody's kind of forgetting that we did have them there. But I think the prices they're asking are pretty excessive. So that is a shame. But the Labour Council, so we're never going to beat them. The only way to beat them is vote them out. Whether that ever happens, I don't know. There's a little bit there inside our hole. Can't be close. She just missed it on the side of the hole, so. Right up there, that big shades on there. I don't know what I've done to this. I mucked up something. When I mucked up something when I zoomed that in. Should be bothered. No, it's just as bad as YouTube when you go live on YouTube, it's just the same. This tractor's been really busy this year so far. Oh, it's 350, 400 hours since January. Might not sound like a lot, but it is a lot to be. But it's good that the services are getting out there and people are running over it. Alright, who's on? Bloody messenger, Jesus Christ almighty. Oh no. People laughing for a joke earlier on. It was just so funny on Sunday, people said, oh, I see you're live on that, oh. And they could just go on screen and say hello. Never mind. Yeah, this field might actually bigger than I think it is. I've just never measured it before. Like, so, nearly half a hectare now. So, for those of you who don't know, it's just under 2.5 acres to a hectare. So, probably over an acre now. I know somebody said the other day, oh, it's just lazy using it this year. Yeah, but it's there, so I'm going to use it. It's handy. I can actually send a report to the client at the end of it and say that's exactly what I've done, that's exactly how long I was. And that goes a long way for trust. So this probably be the last run round this bit, so give you another view, there's another little strip there where it's just skirting over the top of these dips here. There's a bit over in the corner I'll do. Oh, there's going to be a little bit more. Which is fine because I can actually just reverse back and do that. Just have to be really careful on the grass. Because I don't fancy being in those gardens in any shape or form. Just take this little strip out, and I say that GPS is actually measuring it anyway, so it measures it out front because it knows the machine's out front. Right, my Amazon music's giving me an old what day today? There, Metallica cover, albeit in a cover, but still Metallica. So I don't know what's happened, I have lost the... Oh! I'm going to miss that hole again. I don't know what's happened to the messages. I don't know what anybody's saying or anything now because it's disappeared off the screen. And it won't it just doesn't want to do it. So I'm going to disappear now anyway because I'm going to start working in the tight areas to concentrate a bit more. Ta-ta now.